One of our favorite pastimes here at Linus Tech Tips is buying weird technology off AliExpress, waiting the requisite 4 to 12 weeks for it to arrive, and opening it up for all of you because, I mean, let's be honest, it's an adventure every time. Which raises the question, Linus, how is it even possible that you guys haven't thought to build an entire computer with nothing but parts off AliExpress? Well, we did, and we're doing it. Hell is this? And why is it brought to you by Glasswire? With Glasswire, you can keep track of the weird stuff that's connecting to your PC even when you're not using it, and you can see if a strange device joins your Wi-Fi and block it instantly. Get 25% off today using code Linus at the link in the video description. The ground rules for our little experiment today were pretty simple. Build a pretty powerful gaming rig without spending so much money that you could have bought it somewhere other than AliExpress. We went for the best bang for the buck components that we could find, and in cases where there was a tie, we went with the more AliExpress option. We don't actually have all of the parts that we ordered back on June the 3rd because, as I alluded to before, shipping time was anywhere from around a week to 4 months to, after 5 months, just canceling our order out of nowhere. But you don't wait to build your PC because your fans didn't arrive, so we just grabbed a handful of fans we had kicking around that looked kind of AliExpressy, and we're gonna get this going. We actually have to build our own case, which of course means that we get some very AliExpress instructions. Oh, they must have printed this with their definitely legit version of Autodesk.
Education version.
This is a virtual water cooling computer case. Good cooling function, has a good DIY transform space. Fantastic.
So it offers for $5 the option to customize it.
Yeah.
But they didn't customize it and just gave us our money back. But Sarah had already created the design and we own a laser cutter, so.
Nerd. They included gloves. That's actually very important for an acrylic case because otherwise it is going to look disgusting by the time you're done. I think there's about a 95% chance that I'm gonna finish building the whole rest of the computer before you do that. Not because you suck, because that looks terrible. Over here, I'm gonna begin with the motherboard. This is the Battle Axe B450M HD from Colorful. This puppy was $87.54 with shipping, which is not actually a great deal since MATX B450 boards can be had for like 80 bucks on Newegg, but it was the best we could do for a motherboard from AliExpress. We're actually off to a pretty good start in terms of fit and finish. Fits.
Nice.
It doesn't come out or anything.
So far I have peeled off one of these. I think the longest part of this whole thing is going to be just removing the stupid protective tape.
Our CPU is a really funny one. Now, obviously, this is a B450 board, so we're gonna be putting a regular old AMD CPU in it. That doesn't sound particularly AliExpress. Until you consider that this Ryzen 7 2700 is $10 cheaper than, according to PC Part Picker, that has ever been sold for. The seller offers a lifetime warranty, and from the listing, it seems like it might be refurbished or not. We don't know. You know what? No, this looks brand new.
Huh.
Like it doesn't come with a cooler. That's probably that $10 price delta.
Oh.
Now RAM, I'm expecting to be able to find some very, very Chinese RAM. This comes with a little tiny broom. Curiously, the broom is probably the most Chinese thing about this memory because it's clearly using Micron chips, which to my knowledge are not manufactured in China, so only the module assembly is probably done there. Superior quality, lifetime warranty, factory wholesale, professional service. What is 163.com?
A website that you can go on there and to look at news, and they also have like their email service.
So this is just like a free email. Oh yeah, I'm sure that lifetime warranty is gonna work out great for you. Tanbash. Wow, it's actually rated at 3200 megahertz CL16. That's not bad. But then 16 gigs of RAM for about $60 and change is about par for the course off sites like Newegg. So the lesson here is don't buy RAM off AliExpress. Not because this isn't gonna work, it'll probably work. It's just Micron chips, but just because why?
So far the instructions are actually not too bad. So I feel like this is gonna go relatively smoothly. The biggest thing is if you're not experienced putting stuff like this together, it would be really easy to like over tighten one of these screws and just blow up all the acrylic. So just be careful of that and you should be fine.
Is this just completely not the same thing you ordered at all?
I'm so confused.
Did you order 2 coolers?
I'm going to go see if we have the actual cooler.
Okay, bye-bye. Hey, we got the snowman. This puppy will run you just under $40 with shipping, and that's if you select the with deer option. But I'm not actually sure. Oh, it's a picture with a picture of a deer. Sure. That's better. This is weird. So each of these fans actually has 5 conductors, and then 2 of them are just terminated with heat shrink and just hanging off over here, and the other 4 are hardwired into a single 4-pin power connector. So you don't need a Y adapter or anything like that to mount it, which is pretty cool, but I wonder what that wire was for. This says right on the package, AMD and Intel, but this is clearly an AMD only mount right here, and I don't see any other accessories. It's a good thing we went AMD for our system. How little would you have to pay yourself to justify assembling your own case versus just paying the little bit extra and getting one that's already built?
I don't know, like for something like this, I'd prefer to build it myself because then I know that like it's all built correctly. I'd say it mostly just depends on if like you think this looks cool for some reason. What is a bit interesting is that all of these, they kind of slide into like the 80-20 rails that we have here. And then they like have little notches that hold it together, except for the bottom one, which instead of sliding in, just lays on the bottom.
Oh, I understand why. It's so that there's additional intake room on the bottom. It's a foot.
Oh yeah, I see.
That's not a great approach, but
they also could have just had this come down further.
They definitely could have. The last piece we can assemble before Alex is done with the case is the SSD. At 60 bucks, this can be anywhere from a great deal all the way to a total ripoff, and we have no way of knowing because the website for Golden Fur's 512 gig NVMe SSD says, the PCB color, flash chips type, flash chip number may depend on each batch. One thing I really do want to know is if this is a DRAM-less design, so that's why I'm peeling the sticker off here. And it is, so it's not great. Dang it, I think I lost the bet. I lost the game. I'm gonna do it toolless style.
Where does this go in?
Hey, so I won then. Nice. Man, I love working here. Not from the work is, yeah, it's work. But I love you guys. All right, let's go ahead and put this I/O shield in. Does it only stick in from the one side? It definitely doesn't grab as well as it did on the other side, but it's in. Yay, fortunately, we've got that other cooler, the Alsi that we thought was for this build, but actually we don't know what it's for. We can use this.
Yay!
That worked out. Also RGB. Okay. No, I'm good, Alex. No zip ties required. It's beautiful. Hey, there it is. This motherboard has 2 fan headers, including the CPU header, but it does have an RGB header on board.
Oh, sick.
This lack of fan headers has unexpected consequences. So I had to string together 1 Molex to 4-pin and then 2 Y splitters in order to get the 4 fan connectors that I need to plug in all the rest of my fans here. The best part is that we're not really saving any money. The only thing I know for sure is that the power supply is either gonna make this less stable or more stable. Now we're not sure yet if this is 800 watts or 1,000 watts. We do know that it is non-modular and we are expecting it to have all of the cables and connectors we need and, wow, be incredibly classy. This is, don't hate the game, hate the game player. You ready for the weight comparison? 1,200 grams, all right. 1,900 grams. Also, the cables are supported by the table.
Also, that's an 850.
Also, it's an 850 watt power supply. Dare me to plug this into an RTX 3090?
No!
Theoretically, it'll run it.
Actually, it won't.
So much for my theory about it helping with the structural rigidity at all. This I'm expecting to actually be fine. Once again, colorful is the only real, like, decent brand over in China that I can think of that we don't also have access to either in Europe or North America. So this was the most AliExpress thing we could find. As for why we went 2000 series instead of 3000 series, well, like I said, we waited a long time for these parts and the 2000 series was relevant when we ordered this. In fairness, I don't think I can get the card out without tearing apart the case, but truthfully, that's not saying much. After some scrubbing, it looks like the laser did go through. I don't know, there, how's that? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see the shirt? LTTstore.com. Got him. Okay. Alex,
Yeah.
you done goofed. It's keyed. It only goes on one way. The last thing I want to see before we try out the whole AliExpress gaming experience, yeah, there's peripherals too, guys, is if adding this other side panel helps the rigidity a little bit. Theoretically, it should. This is now a box instead of whatever we had before. It's better. It's a lot better. You know, it's like, hey, you know, it's not even coming apart at all. Ah, that's a case, right? Yeah. Remember my theory about the air intake under the power supply there, huh? All we got is this little sliver right here. The rest of it, the acrylic goes all the way down to the table. Oh, these are liar RGB fans, like you were talking about. LED light mouse pad. Ooh. Oh my God. Look at this graphic. What even is this? Did you know this had like a giant like undead dragon thing on it?
Yeah.
Thick and smooth, waterproof and comfortable. I think that about describes it. I've got a keyboard with Jishan blue clicky switches. But when you press it, it does definitely have the ka-ka-ka-ka sound.
Yes.
That's not a bad onomatopoeia for it. You know, this is far from the worst, like, cheap AliExpress gaming mouse that I've encountered. A PMW 3360 sensor,
Yeah.
compatible with all kinds of motherboard, Windows XP 7, 8, 10 operating system. Dang, this is $27? It actually feels like pretty good. Rubber
Yeah.
grip, like, huh. This is a little less confidence inspiring. But hey, at least it's got a braided cable. This is the most hardcore braided cable that I have ever encountered. AliExpress gaming time. We ready, boys and girls? Give it the old reach around here. Oop, is that plugged into the wall?
Did you hit the power button?
Oh, hey, there we go. Oh no, I don't think it plugs in all the way, Alex, because of a clearance issue with the acrylic. It's like it almost goes in. All right, wait, I think the mic is, wait, what just happened? Computer reset. We are rebooting, sir. Okay, forget it. We're just not gonna have audio. All right, well, one thing down already.
Oh, is it just giving audio to the monitor?
No,
or
I
something?
checked. Yeah, it is supposed to be RGB. What's going on? Oh, hey, there it is. Oh, wow, that's really not very bright. I mean, in the dark, we'd be able to see it. You'll have to come get a close-up of that. I doubt you'll be able to see it otherwise. Wait, did this just reboot again? What the crap? I don't think it was from plugging in the front panel audio. I just rebooted again. I'm back on the sign-in screen.
Do you think it's the power supply?
I think there's a very solid chance it's the power supply, yes. Yeah, it makes sense. As soon as we'd start to pull from the GPU, this thing probably just can't keep up. I mean, do we have hardware info? And that, my friends, is why you don't buy your power supply on AliExpress.com. In fact, there's really no good reason to buy any of this stuff on AliExpress, is there? I mean,
Not really.
if you absolutely had to have this case, I guess it is unlike other cases on the market, and so that would be the place to get it. But everything else here is available for the same price and or less on reputable sites like Newegg, Amazon, or Micro Center, and you don't run the risk of waiting, 4 months or even never for your product to arrive. So there you have it, AliExpress. It's a thing, and that's about the strongest endorsement that I can give to it. Unlike our sponsor, Freshbooks is the all-in-one business invoicing and accounting solution that is built for owners. It's designed to be simple and intuitive so you can spend less time on paperwork and more time running your business. With Freshbooks, you can automate tasks like invoicing, organizing expenses, tracking your time, and following up with clients. And you can accept credit card and ACH payments right on the invoices to get paid up to 2 times faster. The best part is that everything's stored in the cloud, so you can switch from the PC to your mobile device with ease and pick up exactly where you left off. Pricing starts at just $15 a month, with their $25 a month package handling up to 50 billable clients. So don't wait. Get 50% off your first 3 months of FreshBooks when you sign up for a paid plan at freshbooks.com/tech-tips. It's amazing the kind of stuff you have to clarify. You can only get 50% off on a paid plan. If you guys enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy our allwish.com PC, which last time I checked is actually our top viewed video of all time. So,
Wow.
you know, what was our agenda for doing an all AliExpress PC? Gee, I wonder. I've been accused of making videos for views before, you know.
Wow.
I'll let you in on a secret. We don't make videos to not get watched.
All Taobao PC?
That's a full Taobao PC. Bring this hand up to cover myself and I whacked the bottom of the table
Oh, so great.
really hard. No, it's okay. Ow! Like I dented my hand.
Too bad.
All right,